Welcome to BlockReel Creator's Cut, your filmmaker's guide to the gear, workflows, and strategies shaping independent film in 2026. I'm Jenna. The lens isn't just an optical device, it's the eye of your story, shaping emotion, perspective, and the very fabric of your visual narrative. Today, we're breaking down lens selection mastery. From understanding optical characteristics and sensor compatibility to navigating primes versus zooms, anamorphic versus spherical, and building your core kit on any budget. Whether you're shooting on a Blackmagic Pocket, a Sony FX6, or an Arri Alexa, the principles are the same. Choose glass that serves your story, not just your spec sheet. Let's dive in. The lens as storytelling tool. Think of a lens as an artist's brush. Different lenses create different textures, feelings, and perspectives. A wide angle might evoke grandeur or isolation. A telephoto compresses space, creating intimacy or surveillance. This isn't just about what's in focus, it's about how it's in focus, what's out of focus, and how the entire frame feels to your viewer. Beyond focal length and aperture, every lens has a personality. Does it have clinical precision or vintage warmth with characterful aberrations? Does it flare beautifully or is it sterile? How does it render contrast and color? Consider a dreamlike scene. A modern, perfectly corrected lens might feel too sharp, too real, but a vintage lens with softer edges, gentle fall-off, and controlled chromatic aberration, that delivers the ethereal mood you need. In 2026, we're seeing a fascinating convergence. Manufacturers push optical perfection, minimal distortion, incredible sharpness. But there's also a resurgence in character lenses, intentionally designed with controlled imperfections or meticulously rehoused vintage glass. Your job as a cinematographer is to understand these optical signatures and deploy them strategically. A lens isn't just a tool to capture an image, it's an instrument to craft an experience. Optical characteristics. To master lens selection, you need to understand the optical DNA of your image. Let's break down the key characteristics. Sharpness and resolution. Modern Cine lenses deliver exceptional sharpness for 6K, 8K, even 12K sensors. But sometimes a softer lens is more desirable, especially for portraits or a filmic look that avoids clinical harshness. Contrast and micro-contrast. High-contrast lenses produce punchy images with deep blacks. Micro-contrast resolves subtle tonal differences, giving images that three-dimensional pop. Different manufacturers have distinct approaches. Some maximize punch, others prioritize natural gradation. Bokeh. The aesthetic quality of out-of-focus areas. Smooth, creamy bokeh makes subjects stand out. Busy bokeh distracts. Test lenses for bokeh characteristics, especially for shallow depth of field work. Chromatic aberration, color fringing around high-contrast edges. Modern APO designs minimize this, but vintage lenses might exhibit it, sometimes used creatively, sometimes corrected in post. Distortion. Barrel distortion bulges straight lines outward, common in wide angles. Pincushion curves them inward, seen in telephotos. Critical for architectural shots or VFX work requiring geometric accuracy. Flare and ghosting. Non-image forming light creates streaks or reflections. While often corrected, controlled flare can add atmosphere, realism, or a period feel. Focus breathing. The subtle zoom effect when racking focus. Cine lenses are designed to eliminate this. Photo lenses often exhibit distracting breathing, especially noticeable in close-ups. Pro tip: don't just test lenses on static charts. Shoot real-world footage with varying light, depths of field, and focus pulls. This reveals a lens's true character. Cine versus photo lenses. The distinction between cine and photo lenses matters more than ever in 2026. While photo lenses can capture video, cine lenses offer features designed for motion picture production. Mechanical design. Cine lenses are built like tanks, robust, all-metal, designed for the rigors of a film set. Photo lenses prioritize portability, often using lighter plastics, geared focus, and iris rings. Cine lenses have standardized gears for follow focus systems and matte boxes. Photo lenses have rubber or electronic rings, less suitable for precise manual control. Declicked aperture and T-stops. Cine lenses allow smooth, stepless exposure transitions. T-stops measure actual light transmission, not theoretical aperture, critical for matching exposure between lenses. Minimized focus breathing. Cine lenses are designed to eliminate that distracting zoom effect during focus pulls. Photo lenses? Not so much. Consistent optical performance. Cine lens sets match in color, contrast, and character across all focal lengths. Photo lenses, even from the same manufacturer, can vary noticeably. Longer focus throw. Cine lenses have 270 to 300 degrees of rotation for extremely precise focus adjustments. Photo lenses have shorter throws, sometimes focused by wire systems that lack tactile feedback. Price? Cine lenses are significantly more expensive. A single high-end Cine Prime can cost tens of thousands. A full set? 6 figures. The hybrid landscape in 2026 blurs these lines. Many photo lenses, like Sigma Art Series, offer excellent optical quality at competitive prices. Some manufacturers create cine-modded photo lenses with gears and declicked apertures, but they still often suffer from focus breathing and shorter throws. Choose Cine lenses for high-end productions demanding precision and consistency. For indie work or tight budgets, selected photo lenses can be viable. Just understand the compromises. Primes versus zooms. The perennial debate, primes or zooms? In 2026, both offer incredible performance, but with distinct advantages. Prime lenses have a fixed focal length. That limitation is their strength. Advantages: superior optical quality, sharper, better contrast, less distortion, faster apertures like t1.3 or t1.5 for low light and shallow depth of field, lighter and smaller, consistent character across a matched set. And they encourage deliberate composition. You zoom with your feet, leading to more thoughtful framing. Disadvantages: slower workflow. Swapping lenses takes time and risks sensor dust. Larger kit. You need multiple primes for focal length coverage. Higher cost per set. Zoom lenses offer variable focal lengths in one optic. Advantages: efficiency and speed. Rapidly change focal lengths without swapping. Particle design holds focus throughout the zoom range. Fewer lens changes reduce dust risk. Cost-effective per range, one zoom can cover several primes. Ideal for documentary, live events, or dynamic scenes. Disadvantages: slower apertures like t2.8 or t3.2 limit low light performance and shallow depth of field. More optical compromises: slightly lower sharpness, more aberrations, especially at frame edges. Larger and heavier, challenging for handheld or gimbal work. The hybrid approach. Many cinematographers now combine both. Use high-quality primes for critical scenes requiring maximum performance or specific character. Complement with versatile cinezooms like a 24-70mm and 70-200mm equivalent for efficiency, speed, or specific shots. For example, shoot close-ups and dramatic moments with ARRI signature primes, but rely on an ingenue zoom for establishing shots or action sequences. The choice depends on your project's demands, vision, budget, and shooting style. Sensor size and mounting. Sensor size is a fundamental determinant for lens selection, impacting field of view, depth of field, and image quality. Sensor formats in 2026. Super 35mm remains an industry standard. Cameras like Arri Alexa Mini in S35 mode, Red Komodo, Sony FX series. Full frame, roughly 36,024 meters, offers wider field of view and shallower depth of field. Arri Alexa 35, Sony Venice 2, Canon C500 Mark II. Large format, larger than full frame, creates immersive, epic visuals. Alexa Mini LF, Venice 2 in full LF mode. Lens coverage. The lens's image circle must fully cover the sensor to avoid vignetting. Super 35 lenses on Super 35 sensors, perfect match. On full frame or large format. Severe vignetting or circular images. Full frame lenses on Super 35 sensors, perfectly acceptable. The sensor uses only the lens's sharpest center. The image is effectively cropped. A 50mm full-frame lens behaves like a 75mm on S35 due to the 1.5x crop factor. Full-frame lenses on large format depends on the specific sensor and lens design. Check manufacturer specs. Mounting systems. The mount is the physical interface between camera and lens. Dominant mounts in 2026 include PL mount, the professional cinema gold standard, robust and mechanical. Canon EF mount, widespread in indie cinema, electronic aperture control. Sony E-mount, versatile mirrorless mount with short flange distance, allowing many adapters. Arri LPL mount, designed for large format cameras, wider diameter for larger rear elements. Leica L mount and Red RF mount, growing hybrid ecosystems. Adapters expand your lens inventory. PL to LPL, EF to E-mount, PL to mirrorless, all common. Adapters can be passive or active with electronic contacts. Pro tip, always verify lens image circle coverage against sensor dimensions. A common mistake is assuming a modern lens will cover a larger sensor. Double-check manufacturer specs. Matching lens to sensor isn't just technical, it's a creative decision that profoundly influences your film's look and feel. Budgeting and building your kit. Budgeting for lenses requires balancing optical performance, production needs, and financial reality. Purchase versus rental. Ownership makes sense for lenses you use constantly. Workhorse focal lengths, specific character lenses central to your style. Renting is ideal for specialized glass, high-end cine primes, or testing before purchasing. Tiered approach. Build your kit in stages. Start with affordable, versatile workhorses, Sigma Art primes, Dizio Film Picture zooms, Rokinon Cine lenses. These offer solid performance at accessible prices. As your career advances, add mid-tier professional glass, Arri signature primes, Cooke Anamorphics, Angenieux zooms. For specific high-end projects, rent top-tier optics, Cooke S7i, Zeiss Supreme primes, Arri Master primes. Core kit recommendations. For Super 35 or full-frame hybrid shooters, consider a 20-40 meters, 35 meters, 50 millimeter, and 85 millimeter prime set. Add a versatile 24-70 millimeter zoom equivalent. For large format, ensure lenses cover the larger image circle. For anamorphic work, budget significantly. Entry-level options like Sirui Anamorphic 1.33x start around $600 per lens, while high-end Cooke anamorphic sets cost tens of thousands per prime. Hidden costs, don't forget filters, matte boxes, follow focus systems, lens cases, insurance, and maintenance. Budget rental prep and wrap days, not just shooting days. Pro tip. Own a versatile, affordable core set and rent high-end specialty lenses as needed. This maximizes flexibility and minimizes capital outlay. Building your lens kit is ongoing. As your career evolves and projects change, your lens needs will too. Continuously evaluate, test new glass, and adapt. Key takeaways. Here's what you need to remember. 1. The lens is a storytelling tool. Choose glass that serves your narrative, not just your spec sheet. 2. Understand optical characteristics, sharpness, contrast, bokeh, flare, focus breathing. Test lenses in real-world conditions. 3. Cine lenses offer precision, consistency, and durability for professional work. Photo lenses can work for indie projects. Know the compromises. 4. Primes deliver superior optical quality and faster apertures. Zooms offer efficiency and versatility. Many cinematographers use both strategically. 5. Match lens coverage to sensor size. Verify image circle specs to avoid vignetting. Mounting systems and adapters expand your creative options. 6. Budget smart. Own versatile core lenses. Rent specialty glass. Build your kit in stages as your career advances. Lens selection is an act of curation. It's about building a visual grammar that aligns with the director's vision and the script's emotional core. That's it for today's Creator's Cut. Head to blockreeldow.com blog for the complete lens selection mastery guide. It includes detailed optical breakdowns, sensor compatibility charts, mounting system comparisons, budget recommendations, and a full resource list. Subscribe to BlockReel Creator's Cut for weekly deep dives on cinematography, gear, VFX, and production strategies. We've got guides on color grading, film budgeting, and production design coming up. What's your go-to lens for narrative work? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're building your first lens kit, tell me your budget and camera system. Let's talk strategy. Thanks for watching and keep creating.